Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about the hot news of the week in Scandinavia. So the Finnish Prime Minister, Sanna Marin, has gotten into a little bit of hot water, really little, almost insignificant. She was caught dancing and partying, and a video of it was uploaded onto the internet, which caused a little bit of debate around politicians partying, prime ministers partying. Is it appropriate? And there was even a suggestion that she might have been taking drugs, so she was asked to take a drug test, which she did take and passed. First of all, I think that it's quite difficult actually for a politician to be cancelled, because when you're a politician, you have certain ideas and certain beliefs that might go against standard practice or even the law. You want to make law changes. So doing things is not that might not be appropriate, is not necessarily going to be a problem as long as it's on brand. So, for example, if you're a politician in New Zealand and you smoke weed, and weed is currently illegal in New Zealand, it depends on what part of the political spectrum you're on as to whether or not it's going to be the end of your political career. If you're in the Green Party, it's sort of expected that you're doing a little bit of the devil's lettuce, maybe even some shrooms as well, who knows. And if you're caught doing that, you might legally be in trouble, but it's not going to be the end of your political career, and it might actually get you a few more votes in the next election. So straight away, this doesn't have to be a deal breaker. And as it turns out, Sanna Marin, her political party is centre left, and she has a coalition with other parties such as the Green League and the Left Alliance. Why was she asked to take a drug test? This part, personally, I think is a little bit confusing, because the politician who requested that she take a drug test was a man called Mikko Kärnä, and he's actually one of the parties that is in cooperation with Sanna Marin's party. So this is where I personally think is the scandal, if there is going to be a scandal in this situation, because him sort of making a deal or an issue about this video of the Prime Minister dancing, there's a big question mark about why he would do that, because you have to ask yourself, is this really the hill that you want to die on? Are you so against drug and alcohol use that you think that a politician who does drugs and or alcohol is not fit to be Prime Minister? And looking at the party that he's in, Centre Party, I would have assumed that he would have, maybe not too hot on drugs, probably completely fine with alcohol and partying. I would hope that he's done a little bit of partying now and then. So for me, I kind of feel as though it sort of hits him more than the Prime Minister, simply because it kind of makes it look like he's trying to make an issue out of nothing, and you really don't want that in a politician, especially if you're sort of left-leaning, or your views on him were that he was more left-leaning. You might be disappointed to hear that he has a zero tolerance on these sorts of things. And it can also make him look quite unrelatable. Does he not get together with his friends and dance? Does he not have a drink with his friends? We've seen it in New Zealand, I think, where the media or somebody is trying to start an issue amongst politicians, trying to get people to take sides and things like that. And sometimes politicians just say, no, you know, these other politicians, they're in a different party, but this thing is not an issue. So we're not going to say that what they did is inappropriate or whatever. And I think that that's really respectable. And that is just an example. I think, in fact, it would have looked really good for politicians to have stood behind her and said, we do similar things. This isn't an issue. This is just the media trying to start something in Finland, and we're not going to bite. We're united. We work together. I think that would have looked really well. And so the scandal here is that there was no scandal, but somebody bit into the bait by the media, and now we're here. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will answer any questions you have or any comments, and that's it for me. So catch you in the next scandal. Hey, door.